Internet, good morning. My name is Magnitude, and welcome to some Dragon Ball Legends PvP. I have a team with some real structure this time. It's a PPR team. That means purple, purple, red, and it's a common format to use 2 of one type and then a third of a type that's strong against the type that 2 are weak against. So the 2 purple units, obviously weak to yellow units, so red is good against yellow, so I got that as covered. So I'm using Super Saiyan Goku, I'm using a Vegeta, and I'm using a Turles. And so I'm using them because they're all Saiyans, right? So they'll get certain particular Saiyan boosts. But the bench is also equally as important. So all of these, if not most of these units, support at least. Let me rephrase. All of the units support at least one of the units on the team. That's because Goku, being the red unit, is going to stand out and not get the purple bonuses that are given. But he is going to get bonuses that are given to Saiyans because he is under the Saiyan tag. So that's why the bench I have is that Android 17 is really gearing up to be in an Android team eventually. But he gives plus 22% blast attack and blast defense to purple units. So that means the Vegeta and the Turles are getting an extra 22% attack and defense from blast, which is nice to have on its own. Then the Sparking Goku on the bench gets 21% to blast and strike defense purple units. So that once again is Vegeta and the Turles are getting 21. So that's already like 43% to blast defense, which is nice because Turles itself, he's kind of like a glass cannon. His stat, he's a very good attacker, doesn't have a lot of defense, so him having this extra defense is nice, especially given the fact that there's not a lot of you're not going to see a lot of melee fighters at this point in the meta, at least. You would see, I mean, Android 15 is a pretty big melee guy. But then you got like the young kid Goku, who's melee, who's not that common. You don't see them a lot. And then I have Goku just in case he wants to go ahead and use that. But then I have the Extreme Vegeta over there, which is a plus 22% blast damage to Saiyans. So that's going to include Goku, the Vegeta, and the Turles that are all on the team there. So they're all going to get an extra 22% blast damage. That's great for that Vegeta specifically because he's a big blasty boy. He is. He's a big blasty boy. He's high blast attack as it is. Let's talk a little bit about the units that I have on the team itself. The Goku, the Vegeta, and the Turles. I've used the Goku before. So mostly their Z ability because you still want them to link. So that Goku up top there, that red Goku has 19%. Actually, I have him level 3. So he's 24% to Saiyan's extra strike damage. So that's going to be himself, Vegeta, and Turles getting extra strike damage. And then there's the Vegeta, which is still one of the first cards I got, but one of my favorites. For some reason, he's really strong. He is. He's going to give 24% blast attacks to Saiyans. As you can see, this is a very high damage team. You get the Goku, the 2 Vegetas boosting, and then you get the Turles. The Turles! Is it pronounced Turles? Turles? I think it's Turles, right? Turles? That sounds right. And the Turles is going to give 24% base strike attack and defense to purple units. So he doesn't give Saiyans a bonus. So obviously, based on all that information, you can obviously see that the Goku, or the Vegeta and the Turles are going to be getting the brunt of the bonuses. So they're going to be my main attackers over the course of this set here. So it's a 3-game set. Because they all get bonuses from everything. They get six ways of bonuses. They get bonuses because they're the purple, and they got the purple units, and then they got the bonuses for the Saiyan. They got the Saiyan units, so they get a lot of bonuses. And as such, that's kind of why I wanted to go with this team. Because I had a lot of guys that could really help each other out, and a lot of guys that can work well together. I think that's a problem a lot of early game teams have. Just because there's not a lot of opportunities for people to make teams that kind of link all together. Like, even this team doesn't link all together, right? I have units that only help purple units and not that help all of them. So I'd like to get teams that help all of them that aren't things like the Ginyu Force, but someday I may do a Ginyu Force team. If the level cap doesn't increase for a while, I might get all the Ginyu Force to 1500 and then do a Ginyu Force. I think it'd be kind of great because they'd all help each other out. But right now, my main goal is to make an Android team. Because I have the Extreme Android 19, that's 1500. I have the Android 18 Sparking at 1500. And then I have that Android 17, it's also 1500 right now. So I just need to get maybe a Cell that's pretty good. And then I got, I think, another Android 19, another Android 20. But I want to get a team where all of their Z abilities can all help each other. So it's not like this where it's a little scattered. Anybody who's kind of experienced the game, when they saw my team, they kind of understood what the bonuses are right away. And that's something you see a lot. Like I said, you see a lot of that on PvP. You see a lot of teams that are just kind of like conglomerates of, all right, here's a Broly and a Piccolo and a Goku and a Pike, and they don't really work well together. I mean, they're high level, yeah, but you're missing out on, you know, maybe 35 to 40% in bonuses, which when you're at equal levels, like those things help out a lot, and a lot of people really don't realize that. But so there's that melee Gohan that's there. I didn't want to say Goku before. There's that melee Gohan that's there. I just got the Super Saiyan. Right there, boom. I just got that Super Saiyan Trunks from the newest banner, the green, and I am excited to use that in a team. There's a lot of guys I'm excited to use on teams. I just don't really have teams that. I don't have a lot of guys that can work well together outside of the androids, and it's like might be one of the most fluid teams I have, and it's not even that fluid altogether, because there's not 6 parts that work together all at once. There's like 4 parts here, 3 parts there. But the androids are easy. I mean, Union Force is easy, androids are easy, but I also don't want to be relegated to that, you know, because there's only 2 sparking androids, and the rest of them are either extreme or hero. So you gotta really, you know, pick your poison with that. You really gotta decide if you want to sacrifice the power for the extra, you know, 12% in critical bonus that right now they give. I am waiting for a Sparking Cell. I think a Sparking Cell is gonna be the best. I'm super fucking amped for that. It's gonna really complete everything. But yeah, right now the team that I'm working on is an android team. I don't really know. I don't really have a lot of guys that work well together. I got that Super Trunks that's green. He's really cool and he's really good, and I'm glad that I got him. But I'm still trying to get that Super Saiyan Vegeta, the red Super Saiyan Vegeta, because I don't have a lot of good red units. I have pretty much just the Goku, and that was great for a little while. But now it's come to the point where he's like the only good one that I have, so I have to include him. I have like a Krillin that, but I don't want to get. I have no other Sparking Reds essentially. I have no other Sparking Reds, and I would like to get another one. And I'm hoping I get either a Trunks or a Vegeta soon, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But the Super Trunks ability gives plus strike, attack, and critical to hybrid Saiyans. So of the hybrid Saiyans, there's a couple that are pretty good. You know, obviously Gohan is a hybrid Saiyan. Gohan is a hybrid Saiyan. But it's mostly, I'm just having a lot of fun with this game. I've been having a lot of fun with this game, and for some reason, I don't get why it's not talked about as much as it is. I just play why it's not played as much as. Well, I guess I kind of get it. Here I am saving the Rising Rush for the next guy, because you kind of have to be really attentive, and a lot of people. That's why like Docking Battle I think is more popular, because you don't have to be as attentive. But I don't know. There's a lot of hybrid Saiyans that are not very good. I think it's like 7 in total. Let's see. There's both pans. Right? There's a Sparking Pan, a Hero Pan. There's a 2 Trunks, which is one of the Sparking Trunks. There's the Extreme Trunks as well, right? The one you got from the. So there's not a lot of options in that either. So, but I still want to use him, and I want to make him worthwhile. He's really cool, but we're about to go ahead and cap victory here, because Goku's just really strong. You save that, you pocket that, you hit it at the end, and you use it when you need it the most, which is right here at the end. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little more about team structure and team building. If you guys want to see more details in the sidebar, let me know. Either way, I'll see each and one of you guys next time. Good night.